They're Templar. They're absolutely Templar documents. And I think it's important too, one thing that maybe you're going to talk about this later on, but I think it's important that people understand that when we say Templar, we're talking about a tradition. And yes, the Christian Templars that existed from around 1100 to 1307 are part of this tradition, but the tradition continued. And that's what these documents talk about, is the tradition that continued in Scotland, in Norway specifically, and in Portugal. There are certainly other areas where Templarism survived, and they were involved in this entire mission. Now, the mission was to establish a sanctuary, a place that one of the documents talks about a free Templar state. These are the Sinclair Weems journals. Now, let me back up for a second, tell you a little bit about what those documents are. These were discovered within a Masonic family back about almost 20 years ago now. And basically what they are is a series of journals that were written, 20 books that were written by 15 generations that were passed down father to son. 5 were in the Sinclair clan and 10 generations of the Weems clan. And basically what they chronicle is the Templars, the descendants of the Templars who were protected by the Scottish Earls for a period of about 80 years. The reason the Scottish Earls protected them is because the fugitive Templars that escaped from La Rochelle, France, went to Scotland, and they served under Robert the Bruce, and they defeated the British in the most important battle in the history of Scotland. Because of their service, the Scottish Earls were beholden to protect them. And they lived in the caves, the Weems caves, in the Firth of Forth for about 80 years, until it was time in 1395 and 1398 to bring those descendants of the Templars that escaped from France to the New World. They were ostracized. They had a completely different ideology. Obviously, they weren't beholden to their vows, right? So they wanted out of Dodge. And it was Earl Henry Sinclair who made 2 trips with 8 trips each time to bring not only the grail, if you will, of the Templar descendants, but also the treasures that the Templars brought with them.